Well, joining me here on the other side of the chancel is someone, if you have not met yet, I hope that you will meet and get to know very much in the days ahead. This is Katie Ferguson Murray, who is our Christian advocacy specialist here, a new staff position that we have begun in partnership through a grant made possible through the Cooperative Baptist Fellowship, our global missions partner. This also happens to coincide with one of the initiatives of our Vision 2020 strategic plan as we're engaging a new emphasis on Christian advocacy. And if you've not yet learned about that or wondering about it, Katie is a great person to talk to about that. She's working closely with Heather Mustaine, our Minister of Missions, and also with CBF staff in doing this. And this is one of those rare times I'm going to encourage you, if you have a tapestry with you, you may open it up right now to page 3 and follow along. Now, it doesn't mean you can read the tapestry during the sermon, only now. They won't want to. The sermon's so good, you will not want to read the tapestry during the sermon. On page 3 of today's tapestry is a reminder about some of the details about what we want to talk about today. Katie, we have a big initiative that we're launching called Wilshire Goes Back to School. What is this all about?
So exciting. This is part of our education advocacy initiative, where we are looking at answering the question of how Wilshire can help support our local public schools. And this is the beginning answer for that as we engage this exciting initiative that will hopefully continue to grow and develop over the next 3 years.
Okay, and we've got a set of schools that we're going to begin dealing with. How were they chosen, and what are the particular needs there?
Absolutely. Well, these are schools all within Wilshire's local community. These are DISD schools. We have two elementary schools and a high school, and those elementary schools feed into Woodrow Wilson High School. The elementaries are Stonewall Jackson, right down the road on Mockingbird, and then Mata Montessori, which was formerly Mata Elementary on Grand Avenue.
Okay, and these were chosen because they're close to us. They're our neighborhood schools in a sense, but they each have different needs. What is it that we can step in and do?
Absolutely, and there's more details in the tapestry, but just briefly, we have been volunteering at Stonewall Jackson Elementary School for a number of years. We work with their Kids Hope USA partnership. This is an outside organization that partners with Stonewall Jackson to provide mentors for at-risk children. And so we send mentors there for 1 hour every week to meet one-on-one with these children. That one-on-one time is pivotal for a child that is at risk. And to have that undivided attention of adult is one of the best gifts that you can give. At Mata Montessori, we are working through their Reading Partners program, which is another outside organization that partners with the local school to provide tutoring in the area of reading and literacy. Reading Partners works with children that are half a year to 2.5 years behind on reading level. As I'm sure many of y'all know, reading is so crucial, especially in the early years of education. And so we will be sending tutors. Again, this is a 1 hour commitment once a week to work with a child, and the curriculum is all planned out for you. All you have to do is show up. If you can read, you can help a child read. And then at Woodrow Wilson, we are going to be partnering with their academy, their Business, Entrepreneurship, and Finance Academy. The director for that academy has been hoping to have mentors to provide for her students for many years, and finally is able to use us for that need. And so this is a little less of a commitment, but equally as important. We're asking people to give anywhere between 4 to 6 evenings of their time throughout the year to meet with a small group, about 4 students, and to just encourage them, mentor them as they go through high school. You don't have to be someone in business to do this, but I hope if that is your profession, that maybe this has piqued your interest.
Okay, so how do we know that this is going to be helpful? Did we just make up these ideas and go market them to find a school?
Not at all. I met with staff people at each of these schools and said, if you had a church that could partner with you, how would you want to do that? And each of them said, churches have people in them, right? I'm like, yes, like, that's what we need. We need extra bodies in our school to give this one-on-one attention to the students, because the staff there, the teachers, they just don't have enough hours in the day to be able to give that one-on-one attention to the children that are struggling behind.
Okay, and are there lots of other churches lined up to do this work, and we're just going to step in with them?
Surprisingly, no. For these 3 schools, we are the only ones that are providing mentors or tutors in this way. I'm hoping this is something, there's a movement in our city where churches are starting to see this as a need. I'm hoping that we can be an example for other congregations in this.
Okay, enough with the softball questions. Now here's the tough one.
All right.
Why should we care about this? Why is this something that a church should do? This is not evangelistic missions in the way maybe we've known it. It's not going to help starving children in Africa. It's something here. Why give my time to this?
Absolutely. Well, I think most of you probably know the answer, but I think certainly at Wilshire we care about people's salvation. That's an important part for us. But I think what makes us unique, and actually what all Christians should hope, is to provide a better life for everyone today and now. And this is a way that we can do that. Each of these children we know is a child of God, and because that is worthy of dignity and respect and the best education that they can have available to them. And so in my mind, this falls in line exactly with what we've always been doing at Wilshire.
Well, thank you so much, Katie. And now that you've met Katie and know who she is your contact person for this. And we hope that we'll have a number of Wilshire folks who will engage as we go back to school on mission this fall. Thanks, Katie.